I'm glad I'm not working out there today. Had to cut those out last week so the insulators can come in. I'm going to be putting a handle on the wood that I cut out of there so we can cover that up, because the sheet rockers are going to come in here pretty soon after we're done doing some fire caulking. I'll do this one first because there's a little bit more light. I'll show you. I'll show you what I do at work sometimes. Right. I'll have to go like this because I'm doing this with one hand. I'll show you. I'm doing it with one hand because I don't have my GoPro with me today. Turn on my light. Pull this ladder back just a little bit. So any pipes that go up to the other living spaces, or any wires or any holes that go up through this stud wall, they all have to be caulked with this special caulking here. $40 a tube, man.
Roberto, quit what you're doing. You're getting swapped out. Okay. You're gonna go with Logan over to Mark, second help Mark for today, I believe.
Just for today?
I'm not gonna say just for today.
Oh my, the rest of the day.
Forever, man.
Otherwise, most likely they'll send it back. I didn't want to tell him, but Mark's fence fell over.
Oh, dude, his fence fell. Oh, man. I told him they were probably going to be counting all the hardware that we took over in those totes the other day.
Yeah.
They were too thrilled about that.
Hey, YouTube video?
Yeah. Right there, man.
Getting all cocky.
This is kind of stinky caulk, dude.
I never smelled it.
This stuff really smells. This stuff is like potent, man.
Hopefully that means it's working.
It's working. Actually, over in the other unit there's water running down the
It fucking ruins fire caulk.
yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
We'll
This
just-
one over here?
Yep. And the upstairs is even worse too. There's a lot of water upstairs coming down. I'll show ya. See, it doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to pass inspection. And I don't want to put too much on because the stuff is $40 a tube. That box right there is $800. $800 for that box of caulking, right? I just have to make sure that, see this big gap right there? I have to make sure that that gap is filled in. I have to really squirt a lot up in there. And usually I move the pipe around a little bit so I can get in there a little bit better. You know, because all the pipes move, you know. I can move the pipes a little bit. And this is kind of an ugly job here because I'm trying to do it with one hand, right? I've got to make sure that this wood comes off here, right? Just makes it so much easier if there's no wood on there. It's kind of messy, and some of the pipes are really close together in a corner. Just got to get it all around there because it has to pass inspection, right? This stuff is inspected, so. Thank you, State of California, for having us do this. Get that little glob off there. Just squirt it right up in there. Just get it right up in there. See? Just like that. And this is a hole right here, right next to it. This hole right here has to be filled too because he made a mistake. Because he drilled through that header right there, this big beam right here. He drilled through that header and he hit that freaking joint, that runner right there. So he had to make another hole there. He just wasn't looking. You know, there's a hole probably right on that runner that's going back there. But I still have to fill that up. The inspector wants all the holes filled, right, with this caulking. special caulking. Super messy. And on the bottom level, which I'm at the bottom level of course because that's the crawl space there, it doesn't have to be down on the bottom level there. All these pipes don't have to be caulked because there's no living quarters down there. We have to do the bottom or the top of the first level, the bottom and top of the second level, and the bottom of the third level. And we have to get a chase here. I'll show you. Let's see where's one at. Right here. This is called the chase. There's a fan. Usually they have fans like in the bathroom, in the utility room, and in the kitchen, and they enclose that fan there with sheetrock to prevent fires from spreading. And all those wires that go into that fan right there. See the wires going in here? All these pipes that go through that chase there. Any pipe that goes up through there, because sometimes we have plumbing pipes go up through that chase right there, and we have to caulk all those, both sides. See how both sides, my light is dying, but both sides, inside and outside of that chase, have to be caulked, and all these have to be caulked. This is kind of a mess of wires. That's just a huge mess. The electricians just got done just today, so I really wanted to get in here away from the rain today and get all this done. That needs to be caulked right there. That pipe needs to be caulked right there. This vent needs to be caulked because it's going up into some other living quarters, just like that right there. See that? That's all caulked. All these wires. This is the wireless router here. All the units have wireless routers and stuff in them. All those holes need to be caulked up. All this work that they just did, all this wiring needs to be all caulked here. And even on the second story too, the bottom of the bottom of the stud walls all have to be caulked on the second and third levels. And all these little holes here, we fill those up with tin, so when they come in and they lay this like mud down to level the floor out, it's a self-leveling mud, and we have to have all these holes covered up with tin. I think I have a video out on that. We have to cover all those holes up with tin so the mud doesn't go down and into the hole there. It's a pain in the butt. I can't forget the storage. I got a wire out here too. I got a wire somewhere right there. There's two holes I need to do. This is for the whole building. This is the fire riser room, or the fire control room here. This is where the fire control valve is for the whole building, and it has all four wires coming into the fire control room here from each unit, or from each level. And we got one coming in here and one for each level there. And then you got a controller here, and the pipes come in from underneath, and they just go throughout the whole building. They even got fire risers right there outside. Thank you, California, for the fire caulking and the fire risers outside. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.